Hey everybody, here today with day 16 of Junk Journal Round Robin, a combined or collaborative effort challenge hosted by myself and Mary Ellen over at Red Parrot and Cindy over at Studio Lou. My chair is squeaky as I sit down. One of these days I'll sit down before I get on film, but you know, whatever. Day 16. Check us out at hashtag JJRoundRobin. Be sure and check out and see what Cindy's up to and what Mary Ellen's up to. And we'll just jump right into it. Looks like we've got our trusty little sticker, add to my collection up there. And then Mary Ellen's got us our our little elephant book. This guy, he looks pretty sick here, but yeah, so our little envelope made out of our elephant book, we'll set that aside. And she has two Canadian stamps, and this says Espana. So we have 3 stamps to work with from Mary Ellen. Cindy's little packet is all taped up nicely because, you know, we don't want anybody to get in Cindy's packet but myself. So let's see if we can salvage some of this. Looks like it's wrapped in just typical printed paper. Let me take my name off of it. So everything else we can use. And let's see here. I'm going to open it up. Make sure there's no critters in here this time. And empty pocket with some tickets. Okay. So we have some tickets and some stamps and some scrappy paper and some masking tape and this guy. This is pretty plain, so I might use this. Let's set that over here along with that. Okay, we have some tickets and some stamps. Now, my initial thought is to create a tag. How surprising is that? But let's see here. I'm wondering if I'm pondering if I want to change the color of these guys is what I'm pondering. You know, the whole baby wipe with the paint worked pretty good. Let's see. And if I were to change their color, what color would I change them to? So 2 of the stamps are kind of natural vintage. And then we've got one that's kind of bright and colorful. So let's see, let's do this. Get us a baby wipe out. And what am I looking for? Let's set their stamps aside here so they don't get caught up in the mess. Let me see. Let's do this. And let's do the gold. This is about empty, so I think yesterday I say yesterday, the other day, whenever it was that I was dealing with this, whenever I did the baby wipe and the... Did y'all see that? That little pop. Okay. Just add some gold to it. Tones it down pretty good. Plus it gives it a little shimmer. Invariably, I can't function without getting paint on me when I function with paint. I think the interesting thing about using a baby wipe to spread the paint is it's wet, and so it's causing the tickets to be kind of damp and wet, and I think that affects the, I don't know, I think it affects the way the paint absorbs, if that makes any sort of weird sense. Just a thought. And speaking of this, I did save, so the other day when I did this, I had all these funky colors on this baby wipe, the blues and all that. And I laid it out and let it dry. And what happened to it? Where did it go, Shell? Oh. We have some material to work with. It's dry and it's kind of funky looking. So anyways, that's in my scrap pile now. Okay. So we kind of toned these down with some gold. So we got a little bit of sparkle going on. Do I want to add any other colors to them? Let me see if I can add a little bit of yellow. Again, my paints are old and funky because I don't paint very often. And I don't like that. I don't like this yellow. But we'll work with it. I think it'll work out okay. And then... see if we can add a little green. This is a bright green, but maybe if we just add a little bit of it. Kind of a, yeah, I don't like that either. Okay, well, we're just going with this. We're just working with it, seeing what becomes. Playing with different paints and good stuff like that. Tone that green down a little bit to like puke brown. Oh well, that's okay. It's okay. Maybe if I add some blue to it, maybe that'll chill it out. And we're like, what are you doing over there? Again, when it comes to paints, that is not my, paints are not my forte. Okay, I kind of like that a little better. Getting a little better, getting a little better. Do I stop while I'm ahead? I think so. Okay, set this aside. Set our baby wipe on it, let it dry out, and make us a whole new thing to work with. You know, because why not? Okay. So I'm going to back these on something to give me a base. What do we want to back these on? Let's see what I got to work with. about this since they fit. They are still kind of damp, so probably should wait. But, you know. Okay. Okay. Now, let's see here. I think I want to try to get as much of this peach off down to just the stamp. Okay. And then this one, maybe I'll do the same. I can take much of this yellow off down to the two stamps. Okay, so let's see here. Digging through my recycle bin for a minute. Looking to see. I thought I had tossed matte in this. But maybe not. That's okay. Let's see here. I'm letting these dry a little bit more, and I'm looking for something to go with them. I actually think this might go pretty okay with this. I need something to go with the Canada stuff, though. It's mountains and a flower. Looking around, thinking around. Let me look and just see. I have this, and I bought these a long time ago. Let's see if we can work with that on that. See if there's any bright. I haven't used these because I just haven't. I need to use them. No, that's for sure. There's lots of goodies in here. Lots of goodies in here. These are one of these things that I always forget about. I forget I have them. Okay, let's set those aside. Let's see what we can play with here. Let's see here. I want to just use a little bit. Don't have to use anything major. I mean, I guess that would work over there too. Would be just a colorful little tag, essentially. With no rhyme or reason, really. This is a washi sticker, so it's gonna shine through. And I gotta decide if I want to flip it over. This talks about the Milwaukee stuff, and so maybe I'll trim the Milwaukee stuff off. Again, I get in my head about, I mean, it says Milwaukee, but that has nothing to do with this stamp. So it throws me off, because that's not Milwaukee, so I shouldn't have Milwaukee on here. Does that make sense? But I cut the Milwaukee part off, and it just folds around there, and that's fine. I kind of feel like I need to tone that brightness down a little bitty bit. Not too much, just a little bit. And we'll cut us into tags. And to the next one. let's see here. I'm feeling like this is kind of a quick little make because I'm almost done. So we have 2 stamps to work with here. Again, I'm going to tone them down a little bit. And so maybe well, let's just play. Let's just stick stickers and see what happens. And I guess it won't hurt for us to, although that takes a lot of, takes a lot of the back away, writing space and all that. So maybe let's do, let's cut us a tag shape. And there we have it. I'm not going to edge these. I'm going to leave them as is. And we should probably put something atop. A little floopy. Let's see if we got anything in our little jar that would work. Not really. It's okay. Let's see what we got in our ribbon jar. That would work for that. And actually would work for both of them, actually. Doesn't need to be much of anything. Yeah. Had an itch. Okay. Hop over to my sewing machine real quick. And each one a little zoop. Well, I say that. Sometimes it's hard to work with these little pieces. Because they want to shift and try to be big pieces. They want to do what the big boys do. Nothing major, just a little zip across. Let's do the other one. Y'all hear my crows out there? Don't tell them what they're squawking about, but they are squawking this morning. For sure. Okay. There we have it. 2 little tags. Done. With little stringies to boot. We used the tickets that Cindy sent. They're at the backdrop. And then we used the 3 stamps that Mary Ellen sent. So we got 2 little tags that are just kind of tags, colorful tags. No rhyme or reason to them. So there you have it. Thanks for joining me on day, what day was this? 16 of the Junk Journal Roundup. I always say roundup. It's not round up. It's round robin, you know, for spring. Anywho, thanks for joining me, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.